to WCW Nitro, June 9th, 1997. It's the summer of no regrets.
Holy shit! Not the summer of the giant, Tony, because he's not here.
He's not here tonight.
He's in
Where
fucking
is he?
Germany.
What's he doing?
He's in Germany because they're, I don't know why.
He was supposed to call in 1-800-COLLECT. He just couldn't find a payphone over there.
He couldn't fit into one. Too damn tall. Before we get into the show, let's take a look at what was going on in the world of wrestling with the Wrestling Observer newsletter from June 9th, 1997. Another of the most accomplished light heavyweight wrestlers in modern times, Great Sasuke, signed a 6-month contract with the WWF where it is believed he'll become the focal point of the promotion's new division. Sasuke...
Option C.
Sasuke will finish up the next Michinoku tour, which ends on June 22nd, and debuts with the WWF on June 30th. Raw's Wharf show facing independent junior champion Taka Michinoku, which will probably be something of the kickoff to the new division. The WWF is making a new set of championship belts, and a lighter weight belt is among them, and is believed the division in its inception will be built around Sasuke, who will likely defend his crown against other wrestlers from the Michinoku and possibly FMW promotions. Well, none of that fucking happens. I mean, they make a light heavyweight title, but Sasuke doesn't breathe on that fucking thing, does he? He never wins that, right?
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, forget about that.
In ECW news, Raven's final match will be June 7th at the arena, ECW Arena. Please answer our emails. And the plan right now is for him to debut on Nitro on June 9th and not return for the pay-per-view. Raven was being heavily criticized for sandbagging it through his matches the past few weeks on his way out of ECW. Not surprising, I guess.
I'm glad he went to WCW. Like, I think that was cool.
Yeah, it was. It was non-canon, but it was cool.
No, I think it was cool because we finally got to understand his character a little more. ECW, they just never, there's no storytelling at ECW.
It wasn't,
you understand the character and the Sandman gets to come in too.
I understand it wasn't his character, and it was non-canon, you fucking bitch.
I don't know. That was his mom and his dad.
No, it wasn't. And that was the Sandman, and not Hack.
And that was his brother.
I always knew he was a spoiled rich kid for real. I
always knew that.
Tony, it made a lot of sense to me. But
it really, like, if you think about it, just think about it.
And his best friend, Mortis. From summer camp.
Of course.
From next door.
I like that, man. Summer camp friends and fucking your buddy and,
Dude, actually, now I'm starting to think ECW is non-canon. This is the real story in WCW.
It sounds like a bunch of headcanon bullshit to me. They were just matches.
WCW news. The company interview rule is that Flair, Piper, and Hogan can't be referred to as old, although Flair and Piper can be called fossils.
and Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Park.
And Jurassic slap asses.
They can't be called old?
Vince Russo came in and said, all right, we're taking that rule out.
Yeah, immediately. No way. These
Vince Russo's first word was old guard.
Walk through the back, old. In WWF news, the original idea of the Paul Bearer surprise, by the way, and this was, I think they did an angle on Raw where, like, Bearer did a promo in front of 3, like, burial plots. And I think the idea was somebody was resurrecting The Undertaker, and it was supposed to be Papa Shango.
Oh, like Jason Lives.
Yes, exactly. But Papa Shango ends up obviously not being a part of the angle. I guess they thought because he just signed for another 4 years, they were going to have him do Papa Shango again instead of out of being Kama Mustafa. But that does not happen.
Yeah, he gets a better gimmick. I think that
he gets those.
Yeah, I think that would have been insane, and they should have went for it. Lightning bolt strikes the Undertaker in his grave, but he gets
That's Papa Shango.
And he says, "Oh fuck, man! If all I had to do was not fucking dig this grave up, and like everything would have been fine." You know what I mean?
Now
like,
the Undertaker's gonna kill me. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's awesome.
The photo of Shawn Michaels wearing an Outsiders t-shirt appears in the July issue of one of the Napolitano magazines, which should further endear Michaels to the WWF. One more note regarding Michaels and his contract: if he did have a written clause saying he was guaranteed to be the highest paid guy in the company, and McMahon didn't renegotiate his contract when Brett got the better deal, then that's a contract breach, and he could leave anytime he wants.
Oh, he leaves anytime he wants already.
He leaves constantly.
He's never fucking there.
From the Observer, June 16th, 1997, the World Wrestling Federation's 5th annual King of the Ring show had an interesting plot irony. Hunter Hearst Helmsley was scheduled to win King of the Ring last year, but largely due to the punishment from an incident in Madison Square Garden. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
What the hell did he do?
He was not on the card. I don't know, dude. He just had some friends. had some friends in the ring, and they were
not in the wrestling
hugging.
business.
No, they were hugging in the ring, man, and it caused a big catastrophe that 4 people were involved in, and 1 guy got punished for.
And he ended up getting the biggest push of his life whenever his punishment was done. So.
And now he owns and runs the company practically, so it kind of worked out for everybody. He wasn't even on the card, having been eliminated in a television preliminary tournament match. Fast forward to this year, and Helmsley was eliminated in a television preliminary match again. But due to an injury to Vader and several changes in plans, Helmsley was not only put back in the tournament, but given the crown on June 9th at the Providence Civic Center. So I didn't realize he wasn't even fucking supposed to win again. In my mind, it was always, okay, we're going to punch him this year and then give him to him next year.
No, that's the story they always tell in the documentaries. Yeah.
I got WWE pilled.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, fuck.
Dude, I would have had him losing the gold dust until 2003.
Holy shit.
We're 4 years in after this Madison Square Garden thing. All right, it looks like here on Monday Night Raw, we have another Hunter Hearst Helmsley and gold dust match.
And he finally beats him after 7 years?
Nah.
Oh, it just ends the feud?
Yeah, gold dust wins. Their record shows 194-0.
Dude, the initial plans were for Helmsley to lose first round to Ahmed Johnson, which he does.
Shit.
But then after a convoluted explanation necessitated by the injury to Vader, making him unable to wrestle Crush, Helmsley was put back in the tournament and beat Crush to advance. Based on television commercials taped, the Final 4 were originally meant to be Ahmed Johnson, Vader, Goldust, and Savio Vega. So Goldust could have been King of the Ring.
Dude,
No, it would have been Ahmed for sure.
Dude, based Ahmed. We were talking about last week,
ECW's
James.
Ahmed.
What if Ahmed Johnson had gone to ECW like Sid did? And I think he would have had the craziest fucking career of all time.
He would have, dude. He would have been head dropping dudes on concrete probably out there.
Dude,
Yeah.
thank you. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what we
100%.
said.
We said he's got to wear the jeans and all the knee pads and elbow pads and all that. And come out.
Under the jeans.
Under
Yeah,
the jeans and
he
have
probably
the-
would
He's
do
got to
it.
have the judge too, right? The judge from ECW.
Judge Jeff Jones.
Yeah, he's got to have him too. And the stretcher.
Bully. Baby Bully. I don't think so. In
That
All
would've been
Japan
pretty cool.
news, Sabu quit the promotion because he was mad about how he was positioned as an undercard wrestler who put over the top names when he was in the ring with them. Straw that broke the camel's back was him having to put over Giant Kamala 2.
Oh, shit. Giant Kamala Jr. There's no way.
Terry broke a giant Kabbalah too.
Weren't we gonna watch that, or was that a different fucking match?
We're going to watch.
Oh, we were gonna watch Sabu was it RVD versus Uganda?
Was it?
That's giant
what
Kabbalah too,
was
though,
that?
right? Isn't it?
Is it?
The Ugandan was like giant.
Oh, it was on Hardcore TV, I think.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
it was.
RVD or Sabu against Uganda, which is also another guy that's not the original Kamala, right?
That's not Kamala, but it totally is.
Is Giant Kamala 2 also Uganda?
Uganda was. Yeah, Uganda is giant Kabbalah too.
Dude, Sabu is sick of fucking wrestling this fucking guy. That is unbelievable. I gotta put that down. That's on the watch list this now. In WCW news, the word came down from the top that Turner wants no more words like ass or damn used on the wrestling show. They're really trying to censor. Free speech isn't free anymore here in WCW. What the fuck is going on here?
Oh, we'll take our asses over to USA Network.
I'll take my old damn ass back. And WWF news, WWF officials claim Great Sasuke was never offered a deal.
Yeah, that's right.
Nor was he promised any titles.
Yeah, that's right.
That's fantastic. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
This could be the future of this whole division. We're going to build a whole division around him. Yeah, we never talked to him.
Yeah.
Once,
Cook his ass. Cook his ass.
This one we are going to get into a little later after the show because it's a lot of craziness that happens after the episode we watch, and it feels like it makes more sense to talk about it after the main event. On somehow the same week, the same day, 2 major fights backstage in both WWF and WCW. The WWF fight was of Brett and Shawn. I'm sure you're surprised. And the WCW fight was Roddy Piper and Kevin Nash, which is
Wow.
not as surprising in my opinion. But there's a lot to talk about that. So we'll save those for the end. So that is it for the Observer until we talk about it some more later, where we talk about all the fighting. So let's talk about WCW Nitro, June 9th, 1997.
All right, so we get into Nitro.
bunch of fucking buildings and shit. Holy shit.
We're in 1997 here. We got Iron Mike Tenay, Tony Schiavone, and Larry Zbyszko for the Hour 1 commentary.
Based. 22,000 fans here in Boston.
Yeah, man, they packed this bitch out, huh?
Dude, they say at one point in the show, this is the largest attendance ever for Monday Night Wrestling ever in the history of ever.
Which is correct.
Right?
Get fucked.
Yeah, wow.
Until they do Chicago, right? And then they do bigger than that after that, right?
Georgia.
Yeah, but they're rocking. They're at 83 weeks, right? This is deep into 83 weeks where they're winning all the ratings, right? They're kicking Raw's ass.
I think so.
Great Sasuke is or is not coming, and I promise you, he ain't touching 22,000.
They looked at it and said, our ratings are not going to go up. Fuck
will or will not change the game. Tony Schiavone says Dennis Rodman, the Worm, and Hollywood Hogan, will team at Bash at the Beach on Sunday, and their opponents yet to be named. So Bash at the Beach is in July, and not this Sunday. Great American Bash is this Sunday.
So Great American Bash does not have the Worm. It's the one next month.
Correct. But both bashes...
They're building there.
Yes, correct.
Well, a limo has arrived to WCW Monday Nitro, as it always does. A limo is always at this fucking building every single week. 83 weeks in a row.
They said Craig Leathers, Schiavone said, Craig Leathers tells me the NWO have arrived.
Dude, they always say Craig Leathers. We love Craig Leathers. He's always in the back on the headset. Craig Leathers. We love
It's like Joe.
One of the goats. A limo has arrived, and Miss Elizabeth gets out of it. And as she gets out, DDP in a trench coat runs up.
Dude, what the okay, I'm glad I wasn't the only one that was startled.
It was cool. I thought it was
cool. He was Sting.
Dude, he was
Stalker. They needed it for later. They needed it for later in the night, but I do like this look for him. I thought it was cool.
He looked like a guy that was going to get beat by The Undertaker soon.
No. I'm actually giving DDP a pass here. The last time we watched DDP, I wasn't a big fan, but this was good. I thought this was good.
Yeah, okay, he runs up to the fucking limousine, and Miss Elizabeth is like, "Oh my fucking god, who is this?
Shit.
What is this? A stalker or something?"
No, he's good here.
Holy shit, this guy needs to get beat up by The Undertaker now.
How many strikes has this guy got?
So she said that out loud.
Come on, give DDP a pass here, guys. Come on.
Sorry,
lemon, whatever. So DDP runs up, trench fucking coat on. He then kicks the shit out of this window, man, and this limousine crashes through it.
I swear he was gonna fall his ass. He's got cowboy boots on, and he kicks it like one time, and it doesn't break. I was like, oh, he's gonna fall.
That's also another point, Tony. Trench coat and fucking cowboy boots.
Dude, they go hand in hand. Trench coat.
He looks insane.
Boots. He does look insane.
He doesn't kick through the window on the first try. It takes like three, and I swore he was gonna like go right through it and get stuck.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't get hurt or anything. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man, goddamn.
So Elizabeth then slams the door on DDP. She's out of the limousine. DDP falls over, and then it's supposed to be Macho Man in the limo, by the way, just to make sure everyone understands why He's not attacking Miss Elizabeth.
I guess we should have said that. Yeah,
he's trying to get to Macho Man. But Elizabeth slams the door. She slams the door on DDP, falls over, and then Macho Man and the limo driver leave, and Miss Elizabeth is still there.
She just runs away?
She is running away from the limo.
Yeah, they didn't let her get back in and then just speed off. Yeah, it's insane.
I like the way, we've talked about this before on Nitro, but, just thought I would rerun it back.
Sure.
I enjoy the way that this is set up like we are watching a pro wrestling event in action. Like, I like the way that
around it, right?
Right, yeah, where like these are our matches for this evening. If something happens or like something like someone can't compete or something, we have matches that are booked to take the spot of those matches.
Yeah.
I like that. Like, we're tuned into hour number 1, and then we'll see what hour number 2 has to offer for us. And like,
it's a living, breathing show.
Yeah, and I think that's really cool. And I like the way that like Mean Gene will come out between the matches and talk to the guys. And he's such a natural. He can pull anything out of anybody just because Mean Gene.
I love the Mean Gene stuff on the show.
Yeah, he's a natural. He's just very natural with everything. Like, I actually like I think I like his WCW stuff more than I like his WWF stuff. Just because like he's able to like.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. He just seems more integral to the show, I think.
He keeps the show going, like the story. He's dialed in on like all the storylines and everything. So like he'll like let it go, like he'll keep it going.
But he'll walk you into the right direction.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think because I just grew up, not during that time, but I in my mind, Mean Gene is a WCW guy.
Yeah, I consider Mean Gene a WCW guy. I think it's very funny at WrestleMania 9 with him doing the little lip thing. I think that's very funny. But I like that the show, like on Raw, in contrast, they don't really talk about the matches in this way that WCW does. Usually the way that they booked on Raw, and that was like a Russo thing, and the way that they like to do it was like, it was really reactive. So like nothing was booked for the night except for one match, and then like they just kind of, would do something. But they're like, okay, this is our fucking opening contest. It's a 6-man tag. It's, it's common in Mexico.
We had one last week. It sold the show.
Yeah, and like this is why we're doing it. We have a United States championship defense later on in the evening, and like all the matches, I don't know, like it just seems like a wrestling show, and I really respect that. I think that's cool.
I like it a lot, and this show, for a go home show, especially the ending, is tremendous.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah,
so good.
So the first match of the evening is Ultimo Dragon, Hoovy, and Super Colo versus Silver King, Psychosis, and La Parka.
This is fucking insane.
That is fucking insane. I was like, wow, they kept coming out. I was like, God damn, what is this?
Dude, I saw Super Colo. I was like, oh, shit.
Dude, Super Colo and Mr. Fuck You would be a legendary team, man. 6-man champion, Super Colo, Mr. Fuck You, and Skeletor taking over.
Wow. Dude, the world's not ready for that. I promise you that.
No, they're not.
Dude, La Parka in the sweet-ass robe.
Yeah, he looks awesome, man. He always looked cool.
He does look awesome. This match is Lucha rules, by the way, so you can roll out and get a tag, and that confused everyone but Mike Tenay.
Dude, I like Mike Tenay, how he's like, he just explains everything. Like, this is what's going on, this is why it is, and
Iron Mike Tenay.
The ref's a little lenient as well with these kind of matches as well.
That's exactly what he says. Yeah.
I think it's well done in that regard, because if there wasn't somebody to like say like what the fuck is going on, then like Mike Tenay's shit wouldn't mean half as much. Like Larry Zbyszko no-selling it and being like, what the fuck is a ref even here for? And he's like, well, because this is how this is done all over the world, and like this is
fuck you.
This could steal the show. And like I think sometimes you have to have a guy there that like offers, he offers like a different, like he's like a dick, you know what I mean? And then Mike Tenay's like, no, this is why it's happening, because then your brain goes, oh shit, this is why it's happening, type shit.
Yeah, right.
So I think it's kind of cool. Yeah,
makes it matter. And I don't know how many times they did lucha tags, but I was actually, I don't know if I've seen one in WCW.
They were going off the rails in this bitch too.
Dude, this is awesome. Larry Zbyszko says, well, Ric Flair and Piper tonight are against two cowardly rats of the New World Order.
That fucking right.
There's the line, the odor.
And he says, I finally figured out Lucha Libre rules. There ain't none. And then today says, well, come on now. That's not
all true.
God damn. The match starts, all 6 guys get in the ring and stand off. They get out and then get in and stand off. And then there's a USA chant.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which was,
They were chanting boring during the match too.
They were chanting boring every match.
Yeah, I was surprised, really.
It wasn't even a boring match. I don't know why they were chanting boring. It was awesome.
This match is fucking crazy.
I think they just wanted to see like Piper and Flair and like, you know what I mean?
Oh, sure.
But
they wanted them to do a double down and go, yeah.
Yeah, 1. Yeah, 2.
Yeah, man, I fucking hate that.
I hate the show. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, man,
don't do that. So, anyways, we start the match off, and Ultimo Dragon immediately falls off the top rope, and
he tweaked his leg or whatever.
Tony, he could have got hurt there, for real.
Yeah, he could have.
I was looking at it, I was like, oh man, I used to like Ultimo Dragon. What happened here?
He got WrestleMania.
Dude, don't even talk about his WWF run.
Sorry.
So, Ultimo Dragon falls on the top rope. Then Psychosis hits the corner and goes to the floor in the most insane way he could have possibly done. I've never seen some shit like this.
He was trying to make up for it by dying.
Super Colo then just fucking tosses La Parka to the outside with his feet, and La Parka hits the ropes like a rag doll.
Dude, that was insane. What the hell?
Backwards monkey flip to La Parka, where La Parka legit ragdoll, casual pro wrestling style, into the ropes.
Oh, by the way, La Parka's not the chairman yet. He's just doing La Parka.
He's just cool skeleton dude.
And he also uses a chair, though. It's unrelated.
Well, yes, but he's not doing the chairman dance or anything. Yeah,
he uses
the Libre guy.
He brought his own wooden chair from Mexico.
The wooden chair is out of control.
So immediately after Super Colo tosses La Parka to the outside with his feet, Super Colo then does his very awesome spot where he does a flipping senton to the fucking floor from the ring.
on top of La Parka, who is laying down. This is legit. A dive to the floor, swanton the long way.
The long way, dude. Super Colo is the best ever. You guys know he has glasses sewed onto his fucking mask.
Dude, that's so awesome.
He has a hat and glasses on.
Dude, it's beast.
That's what La Parka attacked him. He said, "You are way cooler than me, god damn.
You can't be cooler than me, motherfucker.
Holy
Fuck
shit. So yeah, flipping Senton to the fucking floor from the ring, and then Hoovy eats shit in the corner. This is such a car crash, dude. It's awesome. I love this.
Dude, LaParca does a crazy, like, I thought he was going for an arm drag because he keeps just ringing fucking Callow's arms, and he just belly to bellies him.
Yeah. So Hoovy like Levisticus himself to his own feet around LaParca, and TNA kicks the shit out of him. That shit was crazy. It looked great. Match is like going off the rails completely. Like
boring.
They're chanting boring at this match, and like this is the craziest match I've ever seen.
Dude,
like,
it's during the craziest parts too. They're chanting boring. I'm like, what do you probably wanted Piper and
Tony,
whatever.
Tony fucking LaParca goes for a drop kick, and the ropes give him a pile driver because he made it.
Boring.
Fuck this.
Boring.
One, yeah.
Please stop doing that.
Oh, they say on commentary that Silver King is the son of legendary lucha libre Dr. Wagner.
Oh,
you didn't know.
I thought it was Martin Luther King's son. That makes more sense to me
makes
now.
more sense.
Well, now you know.
It's weird.
Just so you know.
Anyways, match is off the fucking rails at this point. Ultimate Dragon and Psychosis do this fucking just awesome like Hurricane Rana pin reversal spot for a close to. Fucking boring. Crowd is like, this shit sucks. I'm like, what? We're not watching the same shit, man.
Where's the NWO?
So LaParca then flips Silver King over the top rope and then moonsaults to the floor.
The fuck?
Dude, the Ultimo Monkey flips him, and then LaParca Rana's Ultimo over the top to the floor. What the fuck?
Super Colo then hits a somersault flip splash on Mike Tenay's special.
Dude, it looked like he broke his back too, because Silver King, like, he lands on Silver King's shoulder, and like Silver King bumps, but Gallo like goes, oh.
Dude, LaParca then somehow finds a wooden fucking chair. I have no idea where he got
Did he
this
get
shit
that from?
He brought it on the plane over and does a Sabu dive to the outside.
I legit wrote the same thing. Sabu dive off the wooden chair. Then Juventud baseball slides the wooden chair into LaParca's face and hits a double jump splash onto LaParca.
Ultimate Dragon then gets a Frankensteiner in the ring and it gets a Dragon Sleeper on Psychosis. And he ends up winning the match for his team.
Dude, that was a sweet finish. I like the Frankenstein into the Dragon Sleeper.
They've done every move you could possibly do. Boring. Doo-doo match. Dude, Ultimate Dragon, for whatever it's worth, they fucking pushed the shit out of this guy, man. Like
they did.
Like I remember him being a big part of WCW, especially early on.
I have to take some issue with Ultimo Dragon, though, boys. I have to. Because of independent wrestling. Listen, guys. Ultimo Dragon, why? Why did you have to take the picture with all the titles? Why'd you have to do it? Because
I didn't know where you're going.
I think Great Sasuke did it too.
Was he first?
I don't know if he was first, but he's definitely.
It's the Ultimate Dragon picture that everybody references, though.
Yeah, well, if it was Great Sasuke, then I'm glad that WWF said he lied.
One of the two.
Everyone wants that fucking picture, man. Everyone wants the picture with all the belts, and they have it with every goddamn title, goddamn South fucking Suplex Pro, and goddamn shitty butt ass Pro, and fucking Whopper Double Whopper Pro.
Look at this, Johnny. Check this out.
I can't fucking take it anymore. I can't take it. Fucking why?
Yeah, so Ultimate Dragon ends up getting the W. I love when they used to call him Ultimate Dragon.
Yeah, they did for a minute. I don't know
the
why.
Ultimate Dragon.
Jericho always talks about that.
LaParca then comes in with the goddamn wooden chair used earlier and just throws it at Super Colo.
LaParca's taking up for his boy that just quit All Japan.
He said Terry Brunk's coming in. Yeah. If you guys like that, you'll love this guy, Terry Brunk.
You love Terry Brunk. Dude, imagine if he came, like they couldn't use the name Sabu, so he had to go by his shoot name. Terry Brunk and WCW beating up Disco Inferno.
So, LaParca, I'm guessing. Jerry Flynn. You remember they're pushing that guy? You remember pushing Jerry?
Oh my god!
That's motherfucking Jerry Flynn.
There he is.
Oh my god! Golly. So, anyways, we got Ultimate Dragon Hoovy and Super Colo picking up the win here.
Yeah, LaParca beats him with a wooden chair repeatedly.
Yeah, he's pissed because of the hat. The hat and glasses
stops him out too.
Dude, that's the coolest dude. Has anyone ever made him in 2K with the glasses and his shirt and all that shit?
Oh, absolutely.
Dude, that'd be awesome, man. We had to get him, Mr. Fuck You, and Skeletor. And
is he working still?
Super Colo?
Yeah. Dude, he just wrestled this month.
Oh, shit. You think he's still rocking glasses, hat, shirt?
What the fuck else is he wearing? He took it off.
Yeah, like, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. Goddamn.
Shit.
He can come in. We're going to immediately book him in a hat, glasses, shirt match.
Gets two.
Mr. Fuck You.
Dude, it's a rare sight to see Mr. Fuck You.
Mr. Fuck You's first match is a hat, glasses, shirt match.
I think he's wrestling Chris Danger. He beats the shit out of him.
He just shoots on him. Yeah, Frank is the
dude. Frank definitely has the Iggy from Super Colo.
Frank gets to know the
Frank is our dedicated Super Colo handler.
Yeah, we have lucha shit. Frank is the fucking rep for it.
That's the guy.
Dude, the match is not even booked on the show. Super Cool just walks
unannounced. And Frank has a look of horror on his eyes. Oh my God.
Dude, check this out. There he is. There's Super Colo. I found a video of him.
Dude, is he still going?
He's still rocking the same look.
He
looks exactly the same.
Dude, glasses, fucking hat, shirt.
He's still doing front rolls and shit.
Wow, dude, please tell me he does the senton to the floor still.
Someone give us Super Colo's fucking booking info now, and also make sure Frank's on the show.
Yeah, make sure we have Frank there. All right, so we have Lex Luger Town Hall. Mean Gene calls Luger out here to talk about the bullshit that's been going on with Hulk Hogan, Dennis Rodman, the NWO, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, Mean Gene says from Hogan to Rodman, they both signed on for Bash at the Beach. Have you heard anything from them in the past 7 days? And Luger says, no word from Hogan, but no surprise. And before I forget, there's one last little detail, Hogan. You have a lot of problems with your scheduling, your movie parts and lining up your limousines. Well, J.J. Dillon has decided that you haven't defended your title since February, which is fucking crazy, by the way. Is that true?
That's probably true, yeah.
It is probably true.
This is June.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's like holding it hostage is kind of the idea.
But from no pay-per-views from February till now?
The house is down, brother.
it was sports season.
I'm not working on a Super Colo card, dude.
Well, Luger, I'm not losing my hat and glasses, brother. Luger says tonight in the Fleet Center they've decided you're gonna wrestle and you're wrestling me. Huge fucking pop from the crowd.
Luger's super over in WCW, man. He's awesome.
And the rack is super over.
Yeah, it's unbelievably over. It's not only is the rack super over, but they did such a good job of they didn't even try to make him anything he wasn't or anything. They just said this guy hates Hogan and the NWO.
He's a big bastard and he fucking hates Hulk Hogan. Yeah,
I like the total package heel turn too. Actually,
I did too.
Dang. I like that. That was
TP.
Yeah, that's cool. I will say this much: I love J.J. Dillon in the committee.
I do too.
I think having that is a big bonus, and it wasn't even over the top. J.J. Dillon would come out and talk, and be like, "Yeah, Hogan is a piece of shit. I'll be honest with you." And
yeah, fuck that. I gotta find this.
We're signing this for this fucking card. Yeah, it's I think that's really
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, very to the point.
So we go to a pre-tape. Mike Tenay is smiling in the parking lot. And he meets with Roddy Piper and Ric Flair, who pull up in a limo.
Dude, just before that, they showed a shot of 3 shirtless guys with WCW painted on them, and that is Deadlock.
Yeah, you're right. That's just awesome. I wish people still did that.
I know. Yeah, I lost art, the naked body paint.
Lost art. Fans who want to be there at the show and have a good time.
Rest in peace.
So yeah, I don't know if this was on purpose or not, but I think that the NWO limo was black, and then the good guy limo was white.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it probably wasn't on purpose, but
that's cute.
That's cute.
No, I like that. Yeah, well, Piper says, me and Flair haven't been more solid in our entire life, and we don't have to wait for a pay-per-view. There's fighting to do, and let's do it tonight. And he was fired the fuck up, and So you think you're so...
Piper makes no fucking sense when he's talking, but I could listen to this guy just say whatever the fuck he's talking about forever. He's so like he's just charismatic, man. He's just a fucking fun guy to listen to.
Well, you're right. He makes no fucking sense here because he says, "You think you're so hot, outsiders, calling us a couple of dinosaurs? Jurassic Park, we're a couple of hip dinosaurs. The only thing we have in common with Jurassic Park is the Lost World, and that's what you're going to happen to you when you're in the ring." What?
and another thing.
We can't say old anymore, so we can only say Jurassic Park.
I see.
Fuck you, Six Pac, you bitch. I
Seahorse Bones.
Dude, Seahorse Bones is legendary.
It is. Flair says the Hot Rod's been absent, but tonight we walk out that door and you'll think Bobby Orr and Larry Bird are walking down that aisle tonight in Boston. Woo. Larry Bird, my parrot.
Yeah, you're right. Wow, what the fuck? That dude's been alive a long time, so.
He's been alive longer than me.
Yeah, that's
He's seen some shit.
He's seen this next match. Alex Wright versus Chris Jericho.
Wish he hadn't.
Come on, Chris Jericho is coming off the Best of the Super Juniors tournament in Japan. Did he win? No, he did not.
All the days of my life. That's a great fucking theme song.
Dude, I'll tell you this much. Alex Wright is at his all-time prime athleticism here. Like, he is absolutely insane.
Yes. Dude, I agree. By the way, when his music hit, I was like, oh, we're getting the Nitro Girls segment. It's not what happened.
It's even better.
It was Alex Wright, yeah.
Even better.
Alex Wright does his dance in the ring. There's some dudes in the front row laughing, but there was a couple girls in the front row admiring.
They're fucking mirroring my boy here? Yeah, that's a real shit, man. Dude, I give you this much on Alex Wright. He was in the Deadlock Orange. He fucking came into the ring, moonsault off the top rope, lands on his fucking feet, hits a dance.
That's true.
I mean, this guy was rocking, man. Chris Jericho, you better fucking figure it out, buddy.
Dude, he beats the fuck out of Chris Jericho this whole match.
20 fucking straight minutes. The match was only like 8, but it was like 20.
Felt like 30.
So like I said, Mike Tenay mentions that Jericho was in the Best of the Super Juniors tournament in Japan. I like that they would reference this shit, especially because they were working together with so many like historical companies at the time.
Yeah, they put it over. They put not only that they said it might have actually been Zbyszko that said, oh, he's over there in Japan going for titles. I was like, oh shit, okay.
So we start the match off here. Jericho hits the triangle drop kick, knocks Alex Wright off the apron here. Gets cut off, right, hits a crazy, I don't know if I've ever seen this move, springboard double axe on the apron.
That was fucking crazy. It's probably a 2K move.
I'll tell you this much, man, on this match. I thought that they were cooking for about 4 or 5 minutes.
Sure.
I thought this was like, I was like, wow, they're really like lighting this up. This is a really good like match for both these guys.
Anyway, boring.
Dude,
boring.
Yeah. Jericho, sadly, this match, like about the second half of the match, Jericho runs out of shit. And fucking Alex Wright doesn't have any shit to do at the end. It's just fucking.
He's got to slow it down and get chin locks, of course.
Yeah, he does get a lot of heat. Jericho does his the jumping back heel kick that he does in WCW NWO Revenge.
That's about all he does the whole match.
Yeah, that's it. And then he gets camel clutched.
I was surprised when they put this together, especially like I know Jericho I think ends up beating him in a couple weeks anyways, but
sure. I wonder if it was hey, go out there and get Alex Wright over. Just let him do all shit.
You're right, and like especially with the finish with the roll up, like
right.
I definitely think that people wanted more from Jericho.
I fucking did. God damn it! I wanted to see Jericho do some shit.
Yeah, I'm sure Jericho also wanted more from Jericho.
Well, the biggest part of the match for the crowd was when the security guard grabbed the beach ball they were bouncing around the fucking whole building, and the crowd booed heavy, and then they gave up after that.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, you're right. And you can see it on camera. He's walking by with the beach ball. Boo.
Boo. And it's that's the shot they stay on, too.
So Alex Wright lights Jericho up with some Europeans here, and like early on, like they're really like Alex Wright's really showing off like what he can do. Yeah, they're snug as fuck. He's getting his heat, hits his dance, gives Jericho some time to get back up, get his hope in. Jericho's hopes were never in this match; they were never believable, and they never gave the crowd what they wanted. And by the time he did come back and flip the match, they didn't care because Wright had gotten so much bullshit, and they're like, "Wow, I don't give a fuck anymore."
Ton of bullshit. Yeah, ton of bullshit that went on forever. They're pissed about the beach ball. Jericho does a fucking Gibson driver. They don't give a fuck. I said, okay, come on.
He fucking fucks it up. He tries to be way too nice on it.
Yes, he was super nice on it.
Yeah. Wright did go for a King Kong knee drop though. I thought that was cool.
Dude, Alex Wright misses a King Kong knee drop off the top.
Yeah, dude, just fucking slams his knee right in the mat from fucking 10 feet in the air. That was like crazy.
Brutal. Yeah.
He does hit the world's strongest slam, and then dude. Alex Wright up and over splash.
That was cool. I did like that.
What the
from the
fuck
apron.
was that?
Yeah.
That
was very cool.
Floss move alert. Yo, hello. Anybody want to take this shit? Up and over splash is crazy. A big guy could do this, like a huge guy. Like this is like awesome.
From the apron. Yeah. And Jericho, sunset for 2. They're fucking chanting boring here. This is where Jericho does the WCW Under Revenge jumping heel kick, which Alex Wright sells and then loads up a lariat and fucking decks Jericho.
Kills him.
But then he goes into a camel clutch. I said, oh, come on. They're like, they're there, and then they slow it down again. I'm said, no, fuck, man. I get, like, cutting them off, but you don't cut them off and then do nothing forever.
I was totally cool with the chin lock because I thought it was leading to the comeback. Jericho hits a Saito out of it, but then he just goes right back to another chin lock.
Yeah.
And then he tries to roll him up, and then he goes into a camel clutch. I'm like, okay, god damn, man. I was like, Jericho better have like a super mega finisher for this fucking dude at the end of this. And like I said, I think like when they put the match together, everything was fucking perfect. Like, especially if you take the first half of the match and then him like, finally Jericho gets back up, and Jericho's up for a minute. Like, you're right. He hits the Tiger Driver, fucking bang, boom, drop kick from the corner, crossbody out.
Spring back crossbody, right?
Yeah. Yep. And like, he's like, it's his match now. And Wright's like, oh fuck. Like, I let him get too much. And then like, he's able to use the ropes and cheat and beat him. But like,
then it's just over.
Well, like the finish is perfect. But if they spent way too much time so that when Jericho was finally up, he fucking blew the Tiger Driver, fucking drop kick, and the crowd just said, what the fuck ever? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck ever? Yeah, so like, it sucks when you watch a match like that because it's so good and everything's put together so tightly and well. But yeah, it was just, a little mistake. It's not like it's the end of the world, but it's just like a little something that I noticed while watching it,
I completely agree. And if there was makings of a real good match, and I imagine they run it back and it's probably better.
I imagine so, especially because Wright's like just a super good hand. Wright never even did very much in wrestling. Like, he had his WCW run, and that was it. Yeah,
he was Berlin. Come on now, he's Berlin.
That's what I said. He has WCW run, and that was it.
Well, come on now, but Berlin was very important. Come on now.
He had the hair and the glasses, and if he would have got a shirt, maybe we'd have some. Dude, I'll tell you this much: he went on Sunday Night Heat with the goddamn dance. He would have been super over.
He would have been, dude. Yes,
especially we were coming up on the era like 2003-ish. Like, once we started getting a Ruthless Aggression, where like Vince and Co were like super into haha and foreign heels.
Yeah, he was both.
Yeah, he could have done both.
They could have just spent all that time not signing Rene Dupree and just had Alex Wright.
I'm surprised they didn't just put him in the group. Yeah, whatever. He's fucking French or whatever.
Fuck it, whatever.
Who cares? Prove me wrong.
Whatever, bitch.
And me as a kid, I'm like, all right, this guy's French now, I guess.
I would have accepted it. I would accept the Rock Conway. He was a French sympathizer.
Yeah, sure. There you go.
But yeah, Jericho won with this. Jericho went for a springback crossbody, as we said. Alex Wright rolled through, but got his feet on the ropes and got the win.
Yeah, they worked hard here. Just a few little things they probably could have changed, and they would have had a
boring. That's what I think they did.
Crouching. Like that, they weren't even chanting boring in the chin lock and shit. They were chanting boring in like the hot part.
Before it gives a drive.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on there. So we move on to the next match here. It's Malia Hosaka versus Akira Hokuto.
That's crazy.
Akira Hokuto is the women's champion. They only have this title for like a year or something, or like a year and a half.
Dude, the music plays sounds like evil Goldberg music, and I said, "Who the fuck is this?"
It's the nicest baby face ever, of course.
Yeah, of course. Super
yeah,
fired
dude.
Up.
Yeah, she has the most evil, fucking crazy heel theme ever, and she's come out smiling, hitting hands and shit. Everybody's me.
There's loud ass pyro too.
Yeah, dude. Akira Hokuto comes out with a fucking respirator on. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, he said, "Oh shit, Sonny Ono pumping the gas on her, give her oxygen and shit."
Yeah, they said she's making sure she can breathe for this one. I was missing a storyline.
Yeah, it's like when you go to the guy, a Green Bay Packers game or whatever, you gotta get the oxygen. It's just like that. That's what Sonny Ono was thinking. Sonny Ono
identical.
He only knows one thing about America, and is that when you go to the Green Bay Packers stadium, you have to get extra oxygen.
You need a respirator.
He said, so maybe you'll need this.
Holy shit!
So, Akira,
it's a cool look, though.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, like they try. Okay, they didn't try, but
yes,
I was going to say in regard to that she could have been everything that they ever needed her to be for this division to work.
The last fucking like the end of this match, and then what happens after? I don't know how you see that and don't go, holy fuck, every week we need this.
This is the same thing that happened in WWF where Aja Kong had that match, with
yeah, you're right,
Chaparita, I think.
No one could ever live up to it ever again.
Well, they said you guys are you're being too mean. like you're being too stiff. And like they're like, fuck that shit. And like in regards to this, like they only ever wanted Medusa over.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
Which is so fucking crazy because like Akira Hokuto is like historically one of the best wrestlers ever, period. You know what I mean?
Dude,
and
yes.
like she's definitely, the bumps are starting to catch up on her in that regard. And like I believe she goes into like 2001 or 2 or something like that.
Okay.
But she's still, I mean, like in regards to the American style, god damn. You know what I mean? She could have given you everything, and she was working at 20% power. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, dude, this isn't even half her dick. Like,
yeah, really. Maybe 30%. She got the oxygen pumped into the mask. But it's crazy because like if they had a little more foresight or a little more just knowledge, they could have done like WWF. They would never be able to compete in that regard.
Oh
like,
my god! It would have changed the whole industry, like how they look at women's wrestling forever.
Yeah, 100%. I think that we definitely would have to still go through the era of like tits and ass, right? Like we definitely still, because that's just pop culture and how it was at the time.
Yeah,
but like
that was inevitable, sadly. Yeah,
and like and I definitely it's not fucking working with Russo fucking booking this card. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So like it was always an uphill battle, anyways. But like if we got to let's say WCW lasted past 2001, and we got to 2001, 2, 3. And Akira Hokuto's still there and she's still on top, or like she's putting over the next people that are coming over, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, dude, that would have like, oh my God, it would have forced a change. It would have forced a change that like would have changed everything in wrestling forever. Like it definitely would have, the scale would have just gone insane. Like everyone just had to get better and better and better, but sadly it didn't happen. And she had the belt and it was a Medusa belt pretty much.
How long does this belt last for?
It was like a year and a half.
Okay,
it was like 96, 97.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's gone probably soon.
Hokuto actually, I think she holds it pretty much the entire time.
Okay.
Yeah, she might.
And then Medusa gets it, and then she leaves, or what? Oh no, she's around.
They retire the belt.
Great.
So they retire. Yeah, they retire the belt, and then they make the cruiserweight title, the women's cruiserweight title. They had the tournament for it. I think we watched one of it on Patreon. I can't remember.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Akira Hokuto didn't even drop it to Medusa. So like, she was the champion. She held it. She vacated it because she had to leave the country on June 15th, 97. It's the next week.
Oh, the pay-per-view.
Yeah, she drops it after she leaves the country. And then Devil Masami ends up winning it at an All Japan Women's show, and then it's deactivated in 98.
So yeah, the last defense of the title occurred at the Great American Bash, June 15th, 97. Like you said, Hokuto defeated Medusa in a title versus career match. Medusa retired, and Akira Hokuto went back to Japan, and the title was apparently vacated. And then in September, Devil Masami won the vacated title. However, it was abandoned shortly thereafter. And then WCW continued to feature women's wrestling occasionally on its minor TV shows during 98. And then in December of 98, Mike Tenay acknowledged Akira Hokuto as the reigning WCW Women's Champion on TV, even though she had lost it and the belt and someone else had won it.
So Akira Hokuto versus Malia Osaka in this match. Mike Tenay mentions that Akira Hokuto is married to Kensuke Sasaki that used to wrestle here, which is historically a crazy relationship. And we just talked about Kensuke Sasaki when we talked about World Japan a few weeks ago.
Yes, he dumped money into the fucking MMA Fed.
So Akira Hokuto offers the code of honor to start the match. Malia Osaka takes it, but then Hokuto just attacks her and fucking just hair beels her as hard as she can across the ring multiple times. So she suplexes her.
The second one was crazy, by the way. The second one, like, the first one was rough, but then she fucking hair whips her the second time, and like she almost does a 360 in the air.
Dude, I like that they keep, like, the pace here is very much like the pace would have been in Japan in that regard, where like suplex, fuck you, pick your hair back up, we're going to the next spot. You know what I mean? Like, I know the suplex isn't going to beat you, so I'm going to pick your ass back up, we're going to the fucking next thing. You know what I mean? I think that's very cool. Like, when you watch those fucking old matches, especially from that era, man, like, the style is just fucking breakneck. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Picking you up, fucking double stomp, picking you back up, fucking suplex, picking you back up, fucking backdrop driver.
Wrestling to me,
bro.
Yeah,
like this shit means something to me, man.
Yeah. Well, they gave this match no fucking time either, so maybe that's a part of why they were rushing.
Yeah, no, I mean, Akira Hokuto is going to get her shit in regardless. She suplexes her, puts her fucking face on the rope, puts a boot on her head, and starts biting her hand in an armbar. That was awesome. Pretty much the perfect match for the time they were given. Sonny Ono
does a distraction spot.
Yeah, he gets him on the apron with his fucking shirt on. Fucking dude, little sports blazer.
With his glasses.
And then Akira Hokuto hits the motherfucking Northern Lights bomb and knee on the throat pin. This is that real shit. This shit means something to me, man. This is real fucking shit.
There's love here.
Dude,
dumps her on her fucking head and then picks her up again and does an even fucking gnarlier Northern Lights bomb. Like, just crunches her with it like nearly just a brain buster.
If y'all are doing this fucking move and it don't look like this, fuck you and stop using it.
Go to hell.
That's as far
burn your fucking boots.
Yeah, really. You shouldn't be in the business. Like, don't be using this fucking move. You're disrespecting the game. Come on, man. It's not. You can't do this shit. So anyways, she hits the move twice. Medusa hits the fucking ring. Huge pop. Crowd's going crazy. You got a hell of a fucking match here. I mean, like the division.
Yeah.
They said, yeah, this looks good anyways. Deactivate that shit now. Get this shit out of here.
Dude, what that is. How the fuck do you see Northern Lights bomb, double style death bomb, and then Medusa comes out and does a barrage of bridging German suplexes?
Dude,
that was like the loudest pop ever. Like, might have been one of the loudest pops of the night was Medusa coming out hitting the Germans. Was crazy.
But dude, yeah, Medusa coming out, hitting, getting fucking Akira Hokuto, fucking bridging German. I was like, oh, that was cool. Then she does 2 more of them. I was like,
they were awesome. That was awesome. The crowd was going crazy, fired up for this. This shit was crazy.
Yeah, she took them fucking sweet too. Yeah, dude. This and like, yeah, like I don't know how. Like I said, how do you see this last 2 minutes of this match and not think, we got 3 months here.
The belt,
at least.
The belt was like legit just for Medusa. Like it was legit, and like the reason like these people were even here and the relationship was here is because Medusa said, hey,
just to get Medusa over.
Well, like Medusa was like, hey, you know, I work Japan. It's like these people are really good, and like we can probably do some cool shit. And they're like, okay, yeah, we'll do this. And then fucking Medusa she didn't come back till April '99. And
wow. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Dude, she comes right back into the Oklahoma and Epic Courageous fucking feud.
God, and she wins the cruiserweight title. That's about for her.
God damn, man. Yeah, the company's like completely different when she comes back too.
Did you augment her pussy?
Legendary. You guys gotta watch that episode.
Spotify recommends it.
One of the 10. Augmented pussy episode 10. So yeah, German suplex the shit out of her 3 fucking times. This is real shit. I mean, like, look, man.
Someone in the crowd's holding up an ECW sign because they know Ahmed Johnson's coming.
Dude, imagine if anyone in WCW liked wrestling, dude. It'd be like
even one fucking guy.
We would have been cooking.
Get your head out of your ass, bitch.
We would have been cooking nuts. So we got the Steiner Brothers Town Hall up next.
This is crazy.
Yeah, Mean Gene's out here. Scott still in the singlet. He's about to burst out the fucking seams.
Dude, Scott looks insane here. What the fuck is this?
Dude, Scott, singlet, close shave, long black hair.
Balls.
He looks absurd. Balls fucking get squished. Dude, Steiner. So Mean Gene is talking as they come out, and he's talking about the tag division. And Gene first, he's Scott Steiner. Talking about everything that's happened here, and Steiner like fucking shoos him off and says, talk to Rick first. And so Mean Gene goes to fucking Rick Steiner. He says, and Rick says, what's that, Gene?
Dude, these are the craziest. This is the craziest 3 people I've ever seen in my life.
This is Deadlock. Gene says, what about the tag team situation here at WCW? And Rick Steiner said, it's crazy how I feel like Rick Steiner is more Big Papa Pump promo here than Scott is.
Yeah, well, because fucking Rick Steiner's talking cadence is insane.
It says, why we gotta keep going through all this stuff, D? We had the NWO beat. We beat him, Gene. Now we gotta go back there and prove to everybody that my brother and I are the best tag team.
Scott says, hell yeah, you hear that?
Yeah, Scott says, we'll fucking fight anybody, bitch. Well, Harlem Heat comes out with Sherry, and they interrupt, and Booker says, me and my brother got beef because we are 7-time tag champions and we deserve the shot at Hall and Nash. And Stevie Ray says, these 2 suckers know we are #1 contenders because we beat you several times, punk. And Rick says, hey, that 7 stuff don't mean nothing.
That 7 times shit don't mean nothing to me, man. We can do it tonight.
Several, Rick. Like every time you beat 7, 8. He said, yeah, dude, he says, we can do it tonight. And they immediately start fighting. The crowd fucking pops huge. They're fighting on 2 totally different sides of the stage. This is awesome.
I love this. Yeah, this was fucking fantastic. I think they say that this Sunday they'll fight for #1 contender at the Great American Bash. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what they say. They said the winner gets
right.
a title shot or whatever.
Okay, yeah, that is right. Yeah, that is right.
So just a sweet way to set up an angle. Hey, we want a shot. Well, actually, we're 7 times, so we get the shot. Well, let's have a match.
Hey, fuck you. 7-time tag champ, fuck you.
There's several.
Oh, whatever. This shit'll be nothing to me, man.
Fuck you. I got my brother here, his balls being squished unbelievably.
So we get to Conan versus Mongo McMichaels with Deborah.
I don't know if I've ever looked at a match before and thought this is going to be the worst thing I've ever
Dude,
seen.
if they would have let them fight, it would have been like legendary.
I wish we would have seen it.
Yeah, I was like excited. I was like, wow, this could be horrible.
Somehow, 2 even crazier things fucking happened. Here.
Insanity.
I mean, no, I don't even know what happened. But
I don't know how to explain this.
Yeah,
But
Dude,
so-
Conan comes out with the GTA loading music or so. It was crazy. I don't know what this song was.
he looks like a dude that'd be on the loading screen too. That's crazy.
he's in the ballas
Dude, so Mongo McMichael, of course, the 4 Horsemen, of course, everybody.
with Deborah.
With Deborah. Jeff Jarrett's also with Deborah. Everybody with Deborah. Mongo
All right.
walks down with a briefcase, and dude, Kevin Green of the Green Bay Packers,
Kevin Greeny.
fucking full sends it and just jumps. I thought he jumped off of something. He jumped straight into the air like 10 feet.
I thought he was going to jump over him.
That was the most insane leap ever. Out of nowhere, dude, just phew. I don't know what the fuck
It's like
happened.
he running, jumping knees Mongo in the back of his
I've
head.
never seen some shit like that, man.
And then Mongo, to fight back against Kevin Greeny, who is attacking him viciously, gets up and eye rakes Kevin Greeny and then hot shots him on the barricade.
What an asshole.
Well, the fight's over now, James. So Mongo turns back to the ring and he's going to have his match with Conan. But then Kevin Greeny jumps him again. Attacks him from behind. Whoops, they're fighting crazy. Security and refs are all trying to break it up. I'm like, wow, damn, we're not going to get this match. Not only are we not going to get this match, we go back to the ring, and Conan is dead.
Help! Help!
What?
They stuck a broomstick up his ass. Help!
The Wicked Witch to the drive-by. Help me.
Oh,
What do I
shit,
do?
man.
Dude, a broom is broken in the ring. Conan is laid out. You're telling me no one saw this happen?
No one in the ring, no one on commentary.
The
yeah.
ref? Hello?
They say on commentary that Conan attacked Hugh Morris with a broomstick, so we can only assume that it was Hugh Morris that attacked Conan.
Is that what they say?
Hugh Morris attacked Conan with a broomstick in the Nitro ring.
The Game of Who? What the fuck?
The WWE clue.
Yeah, so Conan is out. Mongo looks at the crowd, and I'm going to do my best to tell you what he said here.
I got a Glock in my Rari.
Mongo looks at the crowd and yells, I'm a shaman into the 4 Horsemen now!
Ain't that right?
Amen,
Speak to
brother.
him.
Yeah.
Amen, brother.
And I got this soda. Ain't that right?
We go back to the ring, and we get a shot of Nick Patrick with a big-ass mustache, and he's staring into the camera. And he says, this never got started, so it's a no contest. And then he also says, okay, I'm going to go check on Conan now.
Yeah, now he does. He's got to tell me what's going on first.
Conan's been unconscious for at least
Dead
2
in
minutes.
the ring, broomstick up his ass. And W. I got to let you know what's going on first.
So Nick Patrick goes over and checks on him, and Shivani is already over Conan's death. He's advertising the upcoming matches, and Larry Zbyszko says, Hollywood turns into Ed Wood. New World Order.
Yeah, hour 2's coming up, buddy. Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck off. Oh, yeah, Conan faces Hugh Morris at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, okay. Wow, he's going to stick this a broom
Settle their
handle up his ass match.
Loser gets a broom handle up their ass and has to live with Tony.
Oh, shit. That's crazy.
It shows the crowd as they go to commercial. Dude's got the fucking King of the Ring shirt on. Somebody get this guy the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck outta here, man.
out of here.
Pussy.
Dude,
Triple H
the
is a
WCW commercial breaks are so like abrupt and weird that it feels like real. You know what I mean? Like
It's like a sport event. Yeah,
like
yeah.
WWE's were like planned. You know, oh, we gotta take a break. But like
Raw rolls on.
WCW's like, what? The broomstick up his ass. Let's go to break. Whatever.
Yeah,
It's
let's
okay.
get us out of here for a minute.
Larry Zbyszko's pissed every time there's a commercial break. Oh, where we fucking going?
Yeah, the Luger and Hogan match is crazy with the commercial
It
break.
is, yeah.
So we have a Hulk Hogan town hall up next. Hulk Hogan comes out here with a white Six-Pack shirt on.
Dude, that was jarring.
It's because Roddy
Or not.
Piper was going to kick his fucking ass, and Hogan said, "Not on my watch, brother."
No way, dude.
I like Six-Pack.
Wow. Dude, this is so crazy. I didn't even plan for it this way. I legit wrote down the NWO quotes are awesome. - option C, because I wanted to bring up the
Oh, really?
and I forgot even. I got the Q&A questions after.
My favorite is the Eric Bischoff laugh.
Is that Bischoff laughing?
I assume so, but I could be wrong.
The Deadlock version would be awesome. Fucking ski-wo.
Yeah, it'd be awful.
Yeah. One.
What the dog doing?
No! Why can't we win?
Yo.
God damn it.
Marcus is just in the pit for no reason.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, so the first thing that Hogan says is, I'd like to say hello to all my NWO eyes out there, dude.
He stole that from us. Deadlockites, brother.
Yeah, you're right.
Deadlockite sounds so much cooler.
It is better.
Hogan says, if you want a piece of Hollywood, Mr. Luger, the first thing you gotta do is start working out, brother.
That's insane, bro.
Just bury him right away.
Number one, you're not in shape to get in the ring with... You're not in shape to get in the ring with me, dude. Number two, you couldn't beat me in this lifetime or your next lifetime. And number three, dude, you're messing with the main man in the NWO, and I only wrestle or put up the NWO title when I want to. No match tonight, Mr. Bischoff. I'm going to give him a piece of Hollywood. So he calls for the music, and then he turns his back to the camera to start posing, and he starts shaking his ass crazy.
He's getting it.
He does the Randy Orton pose with his hands and then shakes his booty.
just fucking rifling off his ass cheeks. It's insane looking, man. Then he rips his shirt. Luger comes down in the middle of all this, gets in the ring, and neither Bischoff or Hogan notice him because Hogan's too busy fucking slamming down ass cheeks to the
doing his thing. Doing his fucking thing.
Hogan turns around, he points at Luger. He says, you. Bischoff says, wait a minute, Luger. You heard what the man said. Who do you think you are? And Hogan says, well, maybe you didn't hear me back there, dude. Or maybe you just wanted to come out here. I didn't realize you didn't, or maybe here. Or maybe you just wanted to come out to see what a real body looked like, dude. But look in my eyes, brother. He takes off his glasses. Look in my eyes, brother. There's no way in this lifetime that you could ever beat me in the squared circle where Hollywood rules. So pack your bags, dude. Pack your wannabe Hollywood body back out of here and get on my face before I destroy you.
Pack your bags. Pack your bag. Pack your wannabe bags, body.
Okay, I did write it that way too. Fuck, pack your wannabe Hollywood body.
Which is funny when he's talking about this because Luger is definitely bigger than Hogan here, which is insane.
Yes, but it's just him being a fucking shit.
Yeah, of course.
Bischoff says, listen, man, I know what you and Sting have in common. You're both Hollywood wannabes, and you're not the man. And then Luger pie faces him. They fucking start brawling. The ref is there. We ring the bell. The match is on. Crowd is fired up. Luger hits the bionic forearm because he's got that goddamn middle plate in his arm,
for the world title this time, dude.
It is not. Why?
Yeah, because he said, I'm not defending his title here tonight.
Oh, that's just okay. That's just
literally, he said, I put up the title when I want.
Why does he get to decide that? J.J. Dillon knows he hasn't defended since February.
Because Eric Bischoff and Hogan, NWO, I don't know, whatever.
It's an NWO title, dude.
Why don't you pack my ass, dude?
And I will, brother.
Or maybe I won't, dude.
So, yeah, we get Lex Luger and Hulk Hogan straight to the fucking point here.
Well, for a little bit, and then the NWO run out.
Yeah, the outsiders come down here, and they say they're going to get a commercial break, but they definitely fucking do not for like 2 straight minutes.
Because Larry Zbyszko fucking scolds them. I think it made them like feel like they were going to look stupid if they went to commercial. Because like Larry's like, no, stay here. He's getting back in the ring. And they legit stay there. And then 30 seconds later, Shivani says, all right, we gotta fucking take a break here, buddy. So if the match ends while we're away, we'll show you an instant replay, which I always thought was cool.
Yeah,
like, I guess I knew it wasn't gonna end in commercial, but the fact that they made me feel like it was important and it could end, and I wanted to see it, I wasn't gonna flip over.
If you flipped over and you missed the finish of this match, I'd be like, God damn it! I bet you flipped over and goddamn it's Goldust versus fucking Triple H. I'd be like, God! Golly, I would lose my fucking mind, man. I go to school, everybody's fucking making fun of me. It's all redhead, all glasses. Oh, look at you,
dude,
shirt.
RVD faces Flash Funk on that Raw, which is weird.
RVD, shitty singlet RVD, I think, too. Like
with
that era.
Jerry Lawler.
It was awful, man. I will say in this regard that they do this match again in like 2 or 3 months.
Is that the title
in
change?
August, I think. That's when he wins the belt, yeah.
Yeah, that's a 3-hour joint. And that's like one of the best Nitro moments ever.
Yeah. Oh, it's like, that is like wrestling. Like, that's pure what wrestling is to me, that moment.
Yeah, that energy, if you could bottle that up forever, man, that would just be awesome.
Yeah, that's fucking insane, yeah.
So yeah, Luger fucking, outsiders come into the ring here after the commercial. Luger stops, and there's really nothing to this match here. What really mattered here was the finish, and Luger immediately fucking gets the rack on Hogan, and the crowd is going nuts. Yeah, he gets the rack on him, and like, he makes him tap out, and the pop is just unfucking believable.
I was marking. I was like, oh shit, he tapped. I thought they were gonna jump. I thought they were just gonna jump him.
I love the way because I think it was Randy Anderson that was the ref here, and like I love the way that Randy Anderson would always call for the bell, double arm, fucking like looking right at him. He was like running at him, come on, call for the fucking bell. He actually tapped out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
Yeah, man.
Then the outsiders just beat the shit out of Luger.
Dude, they beat the shit out of Luger, and Hogan Hogan hits a leg drop on Luger. At the same time, Pyro starts going off for the second hour of the show, which it was a crazy visual.
In the middle of the beatdown.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Larry Smith, go get the fuck off commentary now.
Bitch. Dude, then Hogan starts spamming leg drops. He hits so many leg drops on Luger.
This had to be a world record, any percent.
It has to. It has to be, dude. Like, Luger stops selling him at some point. Like, he's just dead selling. Because Hogan he has to hit like 10 of them, right?
They were like, what's it, 7, 8, 9? How is this?
Yeah, it was so many. And then he'll crawl up to the camera and say, Hollywood, don't take no stinking prisoners. And then he'll fucking do another one.
Dude, turn back around and start leg dropping again. Yeah. X-Pac is just crotch chopping crazy. And Hollywood's just leg dropping shit.
Dude, then Hogan said, when you're messing with the NWO, you're messing with a whole bunch of us. Ha ha ha. And then I think Shivani said, well, yeah.
We want Sting. We want Sting.
Yeah, here's fucking 4 more leg drops, pussy.
Yeah, how about leg drop you again, dude?
Bitch. Dude, he
legit world record of leg drops. No one's ever done more than this in that amount of time.
No, in one match, I don't think there's ever been more leg drops. There can't be.
Yeah, I mean, like that had to be like 9 or 10. Yeah, it was a lot.
It was so egregious that Randy Anderson is like trying to drag Luger out of the ring by his feet because he wants him to stop taking leg drops. Get me the fuck out of here, man. So Hogan and Bischoff lay on the canvas as fans are throwing trash into the ring. And Bischoff says, you know what, Hollywood? That piece of garbage thinks he wants to get in the ring with you at Bash at the Beach. And Hogan says, well, you know something, brother? Dirty dog, blood brother, Dennis Rod the Bond.
That's a sleeper agent fucking signal right there.
It unlocked 4 more leg drops.
It's got to be one of the most egregious segments I've ever seen. I've never seen somebody just get completely ass blasted like that, like so hard.
Dude, no and fucking way.
The pyro leg drop is like legendary. You have to check that out if you've never seen that.
The camera's
dropping the leg drop and the pyro, the camera's all out for the intro.
It zooms out, great. Dude, it zooms out.
You don't even see the leg drop.
He's just leg dropping with the camera just like, it's fucking crazy, man.
Also like the idea that the show's just going on. Like, yeah, of course
no matter what, we have to start the second hour.
This is where the second hour begins. That's
we have to.
It. Yeah, because that wasn't supposed to happen. It's not like they planned on Hogan dropping 25 leg drops on fucking Lex Luger.
And then Bischoff sitting cross-legged CM Punk promo style in the ring.
What about the dirty dog blood brother Dennis Rod the Bod, dude? I told him I was going to beat up Luger and the Giant too. Well, I'm sorry, Rod the Bod, but I'll make it up to you.
Get out of the ring. It's like
you want another leg drop? You want another leg drop?
Get this guy.
I'm 14 more leg drops, bitch.
I'm starting a new word order. I'm out of here. I'm going.
Well, Bischoff says, Luger, Giant, you want a piece of that? You want a piece of the Giant? What?
Ain't that right?
Well, Hot Rod, I can't wait. Hot Rod? Who are you talking about now?
Don't you understand what he's talking about here? We want Sting.
Dude, Sting is busy. I don't know what he's busy doing, but he's not here. All right?
Yeah,
he's in Germany.
He's chilling.
And then they cut to a MILF in an NWO crop top and booty shorts, and that was tremendous. God bless.
Bischoff loved doing that. Bischoff could not get enough of doing that.
No way.
So yeah, we get hour 2. Heenan's on commentary now, and we start off with the JJ Dillon Town Hall.
Yeah, Mean Gene.
Well, everybody, I gotta tell you, Hulk Hogan shot 25 fucking leg drops on Lex Luger. Not what you came to expect here tonight.
What do we do? Lex Luger's neck is fucking broken.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna explain how he's not dead, but anyways.
Yeah, Mean Gene asked JJ to address some of the issues that face him and himself and our entire organization. So I guess last week Macho Man fucking glommed JJ Dillon and took him out. Because he said he had his bell rung pretty good last week, and it wasn't the first time, but he hopes it's his last. And he's in a position of authority, and he's glad he is, and there's no way he could let one more week go without holding Randy Savage accountable. And he says there's a couple ways they could have looked at this. A fine, I think, was in order. And if MLB can fine Albert Bell $5,000 for an obscene gesture, which Mean Gene goes to pantomime and then stops himself, then I feel my recommendation of a fine to Macho Man of $50,000 was appropriate.
In today's money, that's like $2.5 million.
That would, dude, the 5,000 would ruin lives in fucking today's fucking time, let alone 50,000. And Mean Gene is very excited. He says, "Oh, I agree with that. He'll never pick up a dinner check."
Thank you, Mean Gene.
JJ says, "I'm glad the committee approved my recommendation." Yeah, thanks, brother. Why are you going to dinner with him, Mean Gene? I mean, I leg dropped you 14 times, did I? Why did Hogan spam leg drops more?
Titles on the line tonight, dude. Somehow he overrides the executive committee of WCW. It's my time.
Every time. He could just, because he's the Hollywood dude. Well, JJ says he's glad the committee approved his recommendation, and they were looking at a possible suspension, but they said, that feels like maybe Macho Man wants that. It would play right into his hands so he doesn't have to wrestle at the Great American Bash. So it's not going to take place, but this weekend at the Great American Bash, there will be a few added stipulations, and it'll be a lights-out match. No DQ, no count-out, false count anywhere in the building. And then from the most fucked up mic ever you hear from, it sounds like a million miles away, "Ooh, yeah."
Oh, there it is.
What? Where?
There,
Where are
there.
you? Where?
He's the people's champ.
Macho Man is in the crowd, and he says, "Oh yeah," and Mean Gene says, "Where?"
Hello. Still trying to find it.
He says, "Oh yeah, I've got $100,000 that says $50,000."
Speak on it. Speak on it.
$50,000 for this week when I come down there and do it again. So he's increasing his own fine because he's going to beat up JJ Dillon. Well, a fucking guy in a trench coat hits the ring. I'm not sure what's going on.
Oh my God, he's here. Sting.
Who the fuck is this? Oh, we got Sting.
Sting. Oh wait, no, it's not Sting.
DDP says, "Kill that music. Hey, Big Mouth. You're a real tough guy, aren't you? Smacking around an old man like that? You can't say a whole
over here." Oh yeah.
yeah, $50,000 to that one, brother.
It's just so funny. We go from Hulk Hogan, fucking leg drop spam, Lex Luger to fucking over here. Yeah. Where is he?
Where are you?
Over here.
DDP calls fucking JJ Dillon an old man, and
Can't
they
do
do
that.
like a
Cannot fucking do that.
I
Do
can't
not
believe,
say
dude,
old man.
suspension.
You're
He's
done.
a dinosaur or something.
More dollars.
You can see Jurassic Slap Ass. You can see Mean Gene look at JJ and laugh when he says that. DDP says, "I see you got the time right now." I say, "Here's the place. Let's do it right now. Come on, Savage. Snap into it." And Macho Man is not happy. He says, "That was the dumbest move you've ever made. Your time is right now." And Macho Man has to fight through an unbelievable crowd of people where he ends up at the guardrail with a ripped shirt. Like the crowd kicks his ass all the way to the fucking ring. And Macho Man jumps the rail. And then DDP jumps off the apron as Macho Man is diving at him. So it's a crazy just smash together. They're fighting and security tries to break them up. A lot of brawls on this show, but I like it.
I like it too, especially coming into the next show. Like they all felt different. They were all different enough to where I was like, "Oh, cool, okay." They should be fighting each other. I mean, they're about to go into the pay-per-view. Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
But it wasn't like the same. It wasn't like the same shit.
Up your ass.
Over here.
Your time is in over now.
50,000, 50 more thousand, $100,000.
I want 50,000
Quick
and
maths.
50 more thousand.
I love the Macho Man, Randy Savage, man. He
has to be a wrestler. Like he can't do anything else.
What
else is he going to do?
Think about Macho Man in the game with the hair. The hair in the game is like crazy.
The hair, they did him real dirty in those games.
You remember that? 2K20 Macho Man was like crazy, man.
That was a whole different fucking guy, man.
Yeah,
that was
nuts.
unbelievable.
So we get the 1-800-COLLECT Lee Marshall moment of the night here. He calls in
fucking awesome.
Yeah, he calls in from Chicago, Illinois. He's like, "How you doing in Chicago? It's very cold."
Yeah, man, we're trying to put together these shows out here, man. Get your ass out here. What the fuck?
I love the idea of him going to the next town before they get there, so he can tell everybody the cool places to go to when they come to the show.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, he's got to scout it out, make sure it's good for the fans, of course, and it always is for some reason. That's good.
It's perfect.
He's never called in and said, "I'm in Philadelphia. Wow, this fucking sucks."
Don't come here. Do not.
I looked at this card. Woo! Holy shit! Yeah, wow. Terry Brunk's on this one.
Oh wait, no, he's not. We just took him off.
Ah, that's good. He also goes on a tangent about TV journalists here.
That's right.
Which I don't know if was that a reference to somebody or is that a WWF thing?
I actually have no idea. Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe if somebody knows, he says Chicago is the home of TV journalists with integrity and backbone, and they'd rather quit their jobs than have their product compromised by some self-serving tabloid hack.
You hear that, Al Gore?
Yeah, you fuck. When local TV journalists heard that Bobby Heenan was coming to town, 16 of them, including Jerry Springer, resigned.
Oh,
and then,
man.
Something weird happened where, like, I don't know if they cut the middle of his sentence or what happened here. But he says, now Chicago, they call the wind cock. They call him the weasel.
The wind caught him real hard in the back of the head there.
He blew away.
Sorry about that. He's just on a payphone. That's the idea. Is he's on a payphone calling in. For using 1-800-COLLECT.
In a different town?
Yeah, that's insane. Like, he goes to the town like a weekend and calls it on payphone. That's nuts.
A weekend? What the fuck? There's a pay-per-view in between this.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, yeah, we get Jeff Jarrett versus Dean Malenko U.S. title match here.
Jeff Jarrett. Deborah comes out here eventually, by the way, with a bouquet of roses. And she said, "I know y'all been looking for me. I finally made it." All right. You were here earlier.
We have been looking for you. Yeah, you know, Kevin Green attacked you and all that shit. I remember that. I will tell you this much. When Jarrett came out here and shit, it zooms in on this fucking kid's face like real crazy here. Yeah! It's like this fucking 8-year-old is zooms in crazy. You guys gotta watch that.
I wasn't crazy about this match, but the second half I enjoyed.
Yeah, I thought it was a well-told match and everything. I think that the switch made sense and everything, especially with Eddie coming back.
They got there.
Yeah, I think that there wasn't a lot of heat going into it, but by the back end there was.
I wasn't expecting the title change.
Yeah, you know, Eddie going into the feud with Malenko to win the title, but I don't really know what they had planned or what the idea was. Let's see. What
is the title on the line? Well, the title
none of that is
involved. The title's not involved with the fucking pay-per-view, so.
Yeah. I think most of them U.S. title was like a TV thing anyways.
Sure, it was like their TV title, sure.
I mean, they also had a TV title too, so.
That's also true. That is fucking true. But, yeah, I didn't like the first half of the match was just, you know, heat.
Yeah, so I mean, it was like, it's like one of those matches, and this was a match that they had a lot back in the day where like every single thing they did in this match made absolute 100% sense. It just made sense. Sure. Everything was a natural progression to get there, but it's not like it was like super exciting in any regard. No. And like, it's mid-card, so it's not like Malenko and Jarrett are like super over. Like Malenko was probably more over when he was like opening the shows as U.S. champion than he was in like middle of the card Jarrett match.
Yeah.
Especially because Malenko has some fucking crazy moves off the top, gut buster on the fucking
that is fucking
knee
gnarly.
Is like fucking crazy. And
well, speaking of crazy moves, halfway through this match, Jarrett just randomly tombstones Dean Malenko.
That was awesome. I thought it was going to be because like Malenko loves to do the tombstone reversal spot. He used to do it a lot. And I was like, he's going to reverse it. No, Jarrett just tombstones him crazy.
I was like, wow, shit, that was awesome. Malenko gets loaded up onto the top rope by Jarrett, and the crowd's looking. Everyone's like starting to stand and look away. I said, what the fuck is going on over there? Yeah. Eddie Guerrero in a sling climbs over the guardrail. I feel like I've seen Eddie Guerrero in a sling a lot.
Okay, I was about to mention that too.
Yeah, in WWF, he immediately gets a sling.
Yeah, he spends a lot of his career in a sling. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he climbs the guardrail. Deborah distracts the ref, standing on the apron. Eddie was injured by Dean Malenko. I'm not sure what it was, but obviously it was a fucking arm injury. Well, Eddie gets on the top rope, takes off the sling, frog splashes Dean Malenko, and gets out of there. So I guess Eddie is back. Eddie's all right now.
Yeah, they're pretty excited. He hit the frog splash and goddamn work boots.
It was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
it was
it was
fucking
cool.
awesome. Deborah hands Jarrett a cup of water, and Jarrett launches it at the crowd for some reason.
Yeah,
Deborah
I think she
gave
was
him
gonna
the-
splash it in his face or something, like wake him up, and then Jared just grabs it from her and then just throws it away. Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I say. It
Real
like
fucked up.
splashed his fucking face when she grabs it. God damn! What the? All right, shit.
what's
Let's
wrong
stay
with
out
you,
of
He's
here.
gonna throw it. Think she was gonna like wake him up, but he's just like, what the fuck? Why you give me water? Like I don't want.
I'm not
water.
thirsty.
No water.
No water. Jarrett gets up. He realizes Malenko's down and puts Malenko in the figure 4. Malenko starts like I thought Malenko was actually going to get out of it because he started to fire back up, but then he taps out. He taps out right after Bobby Heenan on commentary says he's not going to tap out. He never taps out. Then he taps out. He said, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, super well done. I don't know if they meant to do that in that regard.
No, it
but
was sweet though.
It was fucking awesome. I thought that was good. Yeah, good finish here.
Jarrett wins the U.S. Heavyweight Championship.
He's in a silly ass fucking JJ outfit and shit.
Dude,
Got Deborah throwing water on his face.
Smacked ass. He looks like, oh my god, unbelievable, bro.
So next up, we get the Jimmy Hart Town Hall,
Oh yeah, Daddy.
and he's here to talk about Chris Benoit, which is crazy.
Oh great.
Yeah, and so Ming and the Barbarian come down here too.
They are the Faces of Fear.
Yeah, that's the group.
That's right.
The Faces
Yeah,
of
that's
Fear.
Yeah, that's right. And Mean Gene says, "You promised a surprise. What about it?" And Jimmy Hart says, "Benoit." I said, "Oh
Benoit,
shit,
Daddy. Bring Benoit down here, Daddy.
What you wish for? Because it might just become true. Let me introduce you. Your third and final step." And the music hits. Jimmy points to the stage, and out comes Kevin Sullivan and Jacqueline. What the fuck?
Kevin Sullivan is just a
Strange.
weird man. Yeah.
Very round. Sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. Sorry, you know.
Well, you know. Mean Gene says, "Where have you been, Sullivan?" And Kevin Sullivan says, "Well, I haven't been in the Fleet Center, and I haven't been in Boston."
Why is he
they
baby
say-
facing the crowd?
Dude, okay, that's what is Benoit heel?
He's in the Four Horsemen. I don't think.
Yeah, okay, no fucking way.
Yeah.
So, like, did he just... I can't be a heel in Boston because it's my hometown?
He definitely
he's-
took
he's
liberties with that.
Hometown, yeah.
Do you think anyone even fucking knew he was from Boston until he said, "This is my home"?
Yeah,
When
like
he
home,
says it, of course they know, yeah.
home.
Home at last. What the fuck?
Yeah, Chris Benoit beat this dude's ass.
Forever. He said, "I'm still alive because it's been a long time since I crossed that river and I made it to the wrestling business. And I want to thank my people that are home with me."
Yeah, I hear you.
And Mean Gene says, "Listen, man, what the fuck?
Why are you baby facing the crowd? You should have just called him out on that. Why are you baby facing the crowd right now?
Yeah, I thought you're an asshole."
You're supposed to be the heel in this story.
Well, he says, Mean Gene says, "What does that mean for Chris Benoit?" And Kevin says, "Jimmy Hart, I never ask any man to do my fighting for me. But I see at the
Liar.
pay-per-view Benoit is taking on the baddest man in the planet, Meng. And Jimmy Hart, you guys stand
Meng.
back. Please step back." The medium-sized Meng. He says, "Benoit, I know you're in the building. Let's not drag this out any further. What else you gonna take from my soul? Well, you ain't gonna take from me in my hometown."
What you gonna take my home? Home?
Dude,
Home? Man?
dude,
Home?
fuck this guy, man.
Jimmy?
Shut the fuck up. God damn. Well, Benoit is not fucking playing around. He
Larry
runs out
Bird,
here.
Bobby Orr! Boston! Home!
Shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Boring.
really saw this pay-per-view, I see.
That would be awesome if they fucking boot him. That would be crazy.
God
Well,
damn.
Benoit runs out here. They start brawling big style. It's just Sullivan and Benoit for a minute. Then Jacqueline jumps
Because
on
he says,
Benoit's
"Bang,
back.
Jackie, back up. Don't interfere."
Please back up, Jack. Well, they do interfere. Meng pulls Jacqueline off, but then puts their tongue in death grip on Benoit. And then they just all start stomping him out.
Stomp his ass out. Yeah. Yeah, Jimmy Hart, stomp his ass out. Yeah.
They-
Get his
legit
ass.
all- like, no one else in the Horsemen are going to help this dude? He's just
Hell
fucked?
no. No, you fuck with him like that.
Not in Boston.
Oh,
Home.
yeah. Dude, I love seeing them stomp this dude out, and then it cuts to the left, and Jimmy Hart stomping him crazy. That's just funny as hell,
I got
man.
yours, Daddy. Fuck you. Fuck you.
It's just home for all of us. So we go to the main event of the evening. Of course, it's Kevin Nash and Scott Hall versus Ric Flair and Roddy Piper. Come on down.
Come on down here. Well, this is the match we watched the show for because this match is what leads to all the trouble that happens after the show.
Yeah.
Nash comes out with Hall and looks at the camera and says, "I haven't washed my hair in 2 weeks." Fucking
All right.
New
What?
World Order.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah,
ain't that
boys.
right?
What are you
Home.
talking about?
Someone home. Dude, someone throws a full fucking drink at Flair and he just whips his head back and goes, woo.
I'm sure that happened every fucking week for 3 years.
Bro, it seemed to happen a ton, which why is that a lost art, throwing drinks at wrestlers?
They encouraged it in WCW for sure.
Yeah, throwing trash, I guess, was a very WCW thing. Was there ever a trash throwing shit in WWF? I'm sure back like in 90 fucking.
There was the fake TNA water bottles with Jeff Jarrett.
Oh my god, yeah, I do remember that.
That's the only one I remember.
There was a lot of
That
Val
was
Venus
crazy.
matches where I was throwing shit at the screen.
You're throwing at the TV. That doesn't.
I don't know if it made it to the arena or not, but I was hoping people would do it for me.
I was rubbing Texas Chainsaw Dry Rub all over my screen when he came on the TV, so I'd have to see him. Deadlock chicken.
So yeah, all right. So the fight backstage is the big takeaway from all of this shit. Roddy did not want to fucking work with Nash, Scott Hall, Six Pac, whatever the case.
Yes,
But he did, and that's what it is. So
he was doing business.
I will say this: seeing these guys in the ring together, you know, sometimes it's easy to forget how huge Kevin Nash and Scott Hall are until you see them just standing
they're
next to like normal people.
Big fuckers, dude.
Yeah, when you see them in the NWO with like Hogan and stuff, it's like they're the same height almost. So, but they
Yeah.
are fucking huge.
Yeah, man, the match they do nothing, which is classic.
No. It
They do
breaks down
absolutely fucking
immediately.
nothing because you know they're not going to give you nothing off free TV. These guys are not going to give you nothing off free TV. You know, what I
No
mean?
fucking way.
No fuck.
So the match gets thrown out after Flair and Six Pac are fighting on the outside. They get into the ring and it fucking devolves into a beatdown. And the beatdown actually turns into a fucking full roster explosion, which is crazy.
This is insane. Dude, it stops being even about like picking a side of NWO against Horsemen. Like dudes are just coming out here to fight.
Is it? Damn, we're fighting out here?
Yeah, fight.
Yeah, this shit was,
was
awesome.
awesome.
So it devolves into a beatdown. The Horsemen come in, Mongo, Benoit, Jarrett. Fucking, that's right. Jarrett's in the Full Horsemen. They had
Of course.
goddamn Scott Norton, Buff Bagwell come out here. Kevin Green!
NWO.
Kevin Green!
Greeny.
Kevin Greeny runs out and Nash immediately fucking stops what he's doing and goes right for him.
He's about that business. He
Fuck
knows.
this dude.
Get those
And then
pictures.
full WCW style, they're ringing the bell crazy this whole time. Ding, 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 ding.
10 straight minutes of ringing that bell. Yeah, that was crazy.
It's unbelievable, but it was because it was real.
So yeah, Harlem Heat come out. Booker fucking gets wrecked by Scott Steiner, just fucking
Holy
destroyed.
shit. Dude, Harlem Heat just walked to the ring. Like, they were just kind of out there.
They got a huge pop when they came out too. That was
They did.
cool.
But they didn't seem like they were really going to get involved. They were just kind of walking to the ring to figure out something. And then, yeah, the Steiners annihilate them from behind and kill them. J.J. Dillon comes out with the cops, which I don't think ever get involved. Then I see a
They
glimpse
look
of
at 'em.
Glacier. Yeah, they look at them. Glacier I see in the background. I said, what the fuck?
Dude, Glacier and Mortis kicking the shit out of each other. What the fuck's going on over here, dude?
Dude, and Wrath, and they never make it to the ring. It's just Mortis and Wrath beating up Glacier in the aisle.
Dude, the commentators don't even see what's going on because I think Booker T and them are fighting over there.
Yeah,
so
they
the
are.
commentators have no idea that Glacier and Mortis and Wrath are here fighting. It's like,
Yeah,
Dude,
dude,
I
and
love
they're
that.
just-
Heenan's like scared for his life. He's like, I can't find my broadcast partners.
Help, where's
He's like, yeah, I
Shivani?
don't know what we're supposed to do. Like, do we just get out of here? It's like they're coming over here. They're coming over here. I was
Yeah,
like,
that was
wow, this
awesome.
is awesome. Heenan's
dude, at
selling
one
the
point he's
shit
like,
out
I'm
of this.
fucking out of here. That's it. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Macho Man comes down to the ring at the end. Of course, this leads to DDP in the trench coat chasing him in. And then they get into a fight here.
Shivani says many of the stars of Mexico are out here. I never saw any of them.
Mortis, Glacier, Scott Norton.
Kevin Sullivan and Mang and Barbarian hit the ring. They start fighting with Benoit, of course. Yeah, Macho Man hits the ring, helps Six stomp out Flair. DDP gets in, jumps Macho Man for a big pop. DDP hits a Styles Clash on Macho Man.
Yeah, DDP gets in the ring. The NWO see him beating up Macho Man and say,
Yeah, whatever,
do what you
that's
want.
fine.
Yeah.
Help me, motherfucker.
Over here.
What the fuck?
There's nothing we can do. I don't know. I'm trying to touch him. This is not working.
Hogan is out here now.
Hey, he starts hitting people with the NWO title.
No leg drop, sadly. He ran out of those.
And dude, the coolest shit. This is cool every time. I don't care. It's cool
This is
every
awesome.
fucking time. Sting comes down from the ceiling, dude, and the crowd
Holy.
goes absolutely batshit.
And he descends down and lands right on top of DDP.
Yeah, sorry.
It was laying on the floor outside now, but at first I thought it was Bischoff.
I
And
thought it was Bischoff
Sting-
at first too. I agree.
I thought he was kidnapping Bischoff, which would have been awesome.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
Or maybe he does do that?
No, it was DDP.
No, I'm saying eventually. Like, does he do that?
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure he does do that at some point.
Which is awesome. Yeah, he lands on top of DDP. He points the bat at the NWO in the ring and tries to keep him like inside the ring. Macho Man keeps fucking cheesing the top rope like he's gonna jump to the outside, which is tremendous. Nash goes outside eventually, as does Scott Norton. They all get beat up with Sting beats the shit out of them with the bat.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's like lighting them up. Sting eventually hooks himself back up to the harness, then hooks DDP by his pants on the harness, and they ascend into the rafters together.
Sting and DDP, dude, this was crazy, man.
Yeah, I was like, this is awesome. The crowd's losing it. The NWO is pissed. I said, this is the coolest way to end a show ever.
And the last thing you see is Hogan looking at the fucking ceiling. I'll get you, Sting. I'll get you, Sting. Dude, wow,
That's
what a
awesome.
great way to end the show. Yeah, I love that. I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, man, very cool. Sting is awesome. What a
coolest guy ever right now. But
yeah, dude.
If he would only get a tan, then maybe he could have a long time.
Yeah, work on your body, little brother. Yeah, man. What a fun show though, dude.
Yeah, I thought this was awesome. A very good show.
That was a really good like go home pay-per-view show because like
oh my god, with everyone fighting?
Dude,
yeah.
The end was just they overdo this in WCW, like the post brawl, you know, at the end of the show. We're out of time. They've done that a million times, but this is probably one of the better ones they've ever done. Just everyone that has pay-per-view matches going after each other.
Absolutely, man. So now let's talk about some backstage drama. Oh yeah. So on the WCW side, it was actually a worked match in the ring that precipitated the real problems. Flair and Piper were wrestling Hall and Nash in a non-title match. The early part of the match consisted of Flair and Hall brawling in one corner and Piper and Nash in the other. Nash claimed that Piper wasn't doing what they agreed upon doing, although Nash also didn't appear to want to sell much for Piper. The match storyline was that Piper would work and sell the match, leading to Flair's hot tag. However, Piper looked horrible, and even with the star power, the match was killed and was well into the negative stars. Piper also called for the finish early, about 6 minutes into the match, scheduled for 12 minutes, by the way, which meant the post-match brawl to end the show literally lasted forever. So that's why that went on so long. They probably were like, get the fuck out there!
They're just sending dudes out there. That's probably why the Harlem Beat just walked out.
Yeah, they didn't know who to attack. After the show went off the air, it was Hogan and Savage, and not Hall and Nash, who remained in the ring to brawl with Flair and Piper. And for Flair and Piper to clean the house on, and Piper ended up in the ring holding the WCW heavyweight, tag team, and cruiserweight belts in the air while Flair finished the fight. Holy shit, I didn't know that. After the show, Nash went to Piper's private dressing room and knocked on the door. Very hard, apparently. There was heat between Greg Malley, Piper's bodyguard, who was the guy who did the boxer gimmick in the famous Piper team skit, opened the door. Nash basically pie-faced Piper, which is throwing something of a palm blow and shoving him to the wall, just so you know. I don't know how to describe that. Yeah.
He hit his dog.
My fucking dog's teeth. Piper tried to kick to Nash's bad knee before Malley and Ric Flair, who were there with Piper, acted as peacemakers and quickly broke it up before anything serious took place, but also leaving the heat between the two unresolved. According to the two versions of the story, Nash and Malley did nearly go at it as well, but Malley, who was obviously much smaller, backed down. Most of the internal heat within WCW was on Piper for not doing what they had agreed to do in the ring, and then calling for the finish early and making the show-ending brawl go so long, it totally lost focus as well, which, by the way, was awesome, so it worked out.
Yeah, it worked out pretty good.
Yeah. There have been problems with the Wolfpack and Flair and Piper stemming from the beginning of the hype of the six-man tag in Charlotte, where Flair and Piper didn't want Six in the match, feeling he wasn't a big enough star, and where Kevin Greene didn't want to turn on Flair as the company wanted. So Kevin Greene was supposed to join the NWO. Wow.
What the fuck?
At one point, the entire match was in jeopardy because Piper didn't want his team to lose, which was the original plan, and since he has creative control of his programs, I didn't know Piper had creative control, wow, asked to do a singles match with Six, who he liked personally and thought he could prove he could still work, and felt he needed to prove it to some of the wrestlers who saw him as someone existing totally off his past main name by having a good match with him. The compromise was reached where the NWO team agreed to not only do the job, but not have Six do it because that would be the predictable finish, but instead have all three basically do the job at the same time to show that they were more professional of the two teams. Company feeling in WCW seems to be that hopefully everyone will be professional and the match at the pay-per-view won't be ruined. After that point, they'll all be programmed in different direction, and Piper will be feuding with Flair to keep him away from Hall and Nash, so those problems in the ring regarding selling like that won't be an issue. And then I have another thing here from June 23rd, 97 Observer that says, as far as the Nash-Piper situation on June 9th, a few clarifications. Apparently, Nash kicked the door down of Piper's dressing room and started screaming and swearing at him about the match before they did the shove and kick deal. So yeah, crazy. Piper and Nash, like you said, how fucking tall Nash is and big compared to Piper. It's just crazy to think. But Piper's a scrappy dude. He was taking out his fucking shitty knee.
Dude, yeah. Flair. I mean, Flair also. Yeah, Flair hated Waltman, or he didn't hate him. He just thought he was shitty like the other guys were to him. He just didn't think he was a big enough star to be in the ring with them. That's pretty much it. Like,
that's crazy.
It's cool that Piper wanted to work with him, though.
Yeah, because the truth is Waltman was just the bump dummy for the team. So like, why the fuck wouldn't you want this guy to take some crazy ass bumps? And he'll do it too.
Yeah, man. But yeah, like fucking, I wish some of this stuff was filmed.
Yeah, me too. That would have been awesome. So yeah, Piper had a podcast. It was called Piper's Pit back in the day.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But he said that him and Kevin Nash got into a fight. He said it was backstage politics because the NWO guys were trying to run roughshod over the business, brother. And Piper said that they had a horrible match and Kevin Nash doesn't know how to work. He said maybe he's a good basketball player. I don't know. He didn't make it there either.
Oh my God, no.
Damn. Piper said that before the match took place, both groups got together to plan how things would play out. The idea was they'd get heat on Piper, leading to a hot tag, and Flair would clean house on him, and they'd do a post-match brawl afterwards. And he said he sat in the back with Piper and Rick, and Rick said, no matter what we do tonight, we can't start this angle. We can't start the match hot, as we'll have nowhere to go for the pay-per-view. So he said, we all agreed, and we kind of got an idea what we were going to do, and when we went out for the match, Piper attacked, and it was like the exact opposite of what they discussed. So like Nash is like on what Nash thought they said and what Piper thought they said was like two different things completely, right? So like Kevin Nash thought that they were going to like not do this Piper like hot start, and then like they did, and it was just like this complete opposite thing.
Damn.
Yeah, and then he said, I came to my dressing room after the match. Piper says that he came to his dressing room, and he said he was 15 feet from the door, and Bischoff is in there, and he's getting on his feet and taking his laces out, and then the door gets kicked in, and Kevin Nash is standing in the doorway, and he says, what, you think you're running things around here?
Dude, I felt Kevin Nash in that.
Yeah, Piper said I stopped because nobody had an answer for him. So I just got up and I charged him and leg dived him and threw him out the dressing room.
Holy shit. He said he double legged him out of the room?
Yeah, threw him out the dressing room. And Piper said that several people broke it up and they carried Nash away from the locker room. And he said that Nash was being taken away and he was pointing to me because he was set to fight him at the Great American Bash. And he says, I'll see you at the bash. I'll see you at the bash. This is Kevin Nash being carried away, by the way.
I'll see you at the bash as they carry a 7-foot dude away from him after double legging him.
So Kevin Nash tells like a completely different story, apparently.
Really?
He said, I did not get leg dived and I did not get thrown out of the dressing room. So according to Kevin Nash, he attacked Piper after Roddy jumped out of his seat in the locker room. And Nash said that he anticipated that Piper would go in for the attack. So, yeah, he pie-faced him with that open hand pump.
Nice.
He said Piper did nothing because he didn't want any part of Kevin Nash.
Oh.
And Nash said it turned into a clusterfuck. And when we got to the back, I was in the locker room and Hogan stirred me. And I went in there just to confront Roddy, like, what the fuck were you thinking out there?
Wait, he said Hogan stirred him up about it?
Hogan stirred him up. Yeah, Hogan stirred him up about it.
Dude, you can't take that from that guy, dude.
He's a nobody, brother.
Dude, you should go rip his kilt off and kill him with it, dude.
Dude, let me fucking run this thing, dude. WCW and WO forever, dude.
Why don't you go beat up Roddy Piper about it?
And I will, brother. Or maybe you should, dude. So Nash said Roddy jumped up like he was going to come at me. So I open hand smacked him, and I smacked him, and that was it. He said, I knocked him down, and he went nothing to do with me. And as you can believe it, Roddy Piper said Nash's story is fake, and Nash said Piper's story is fake. And then the Great American Bash pay-per-view took place, and Nash and Hall defeated Flair and Piper, and everyone was professional in the match, and there were no further altercations.
So now I have to ask you, whose side do you believe?
I don't know, man. Like,
it's tough, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, like Kevin Nash's probably makes a little more sense.
I feel Hogan like stirring him up about it.
Yeah, like that seems like something that's 100% true.
I think that's true. I feel like the Meltzer version where he barged in, pie-faced him, Piper was kicking out his fucking leg, and then they got broken apart. Feels like the real story. Just because that seems more realistic than Nash coming in and slapping Roddy Piper
I want
to
the
floor
Piper
repeatedly.
one. I want the Piper one.
I want to. And personally, I'm believing the Piper one from now on.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
See you at the pay-per-view.
He stopped at the door. He double-legged him. He double-legged him, threw him out the fucking room. I'll see you at the bash. I'll see you at the bash. That's a good storyline. I do that. Like, that's awesome. Yeah, that's some real shit.
I would put that on TV.
Yeah, that's fucking fantastic.
The idea of Nash busting into the room, having pre-calculated that Piper was going to try to double leg him, so he open hand slaps him to the floor is also insane.
Okay, so there was actually more comments on Twitter in April of 2014 about this, by the way. Yeah, I didn't even see this before. This is crazy. So here are Nash's comments. He said, Piper is a deranged old fool. He got bitch slapped to the floor. Hulk, Pac, Scott, and Eric were in the room. He said, you gotta let it go, Rod. You guys want to come on my podcast? And then he said, when you strike fear in his face at my size, you realize you're playing the bully. I was bullied as a 6'10", 212-pound, 14-year-old kid. He said, Piper, you're a bitch and a liar. I have respect for you, but no more.
I know this one.
I smacked your bitch ass to the ground. Never come around me, cunt.
I've tweeted that at people many times.
He said, wow. I'm not shooting at Angle. Have had these tweets sent to me. Can't take the high road with a bitch. Wanted to give respect, not deal with me. He said, Hot Rock had me on his podcast. It's that easy. He said, once his podcast hacked, this dude knows he's off my radar. Dude, these are crazy fucking tweets.
Holy shit.
He said, do you respond when a man says you're a liar and a cunt, or go on in your own fancy world? Don't stand within 10 feet of me, bitch.
That's very specific.
He said, just take care of the situation, Detroit style. Night, Twitter. Holy shit. Dude, Sean Waltman chimed in on Twitter too.
Wait, what? What did he say?
He said, on the life of my children, Roddy is bold-faced lying. And I hate to say that because I love you, Roddy. He said, Nash kicked the door in and everyone's shit. Flair was more concerned about it not having to do with him. He said the bodyguard tried to get between you. You said something to him. He stepped aside. Then you proceeded to open hand slap Roddy because he was out of place and went into business for himself, causing you to re-injure your knee. He said, I remember 1 second you were in the locker room pissed. The next second caused you to re-injure your knee in that clusterfuck. He said, I'll give him credit for a nice leg sweep that came in a bit short. He called you a liar over the description of the incident. No one wanted a piece. He said, way to back up your wingman, Nate. There were only 3 of us. We're outnumbered if you count the bodyguard.
Holy shit.
That is fucking crazy, man.
Oh, Piper tweeted back to him. Piper said, don't degrade your status with such language. There's kids on here. Have some class. You're welcome on my podcast, Hot Rod. And Nash said, set it up. Follow me. We'll exchange numbers. There's a whole lot more for you to worry about on Twitter than bad language. Don't degrade your status with stories of you ever standing up to me. You're the coward. Saw it in you eyes when I smacked you.
You're a bitch and a liar. I reserve you, but no more. I smacked your bitch ass to the ground. Never come around me, cunt.
Never come around me, cunt. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
I completely forgot that tweet was to Roddy Piper. I know crazy. That tweet in my head for so long. Wow. Yeah, Piper fucking fucked him up.
See you at the bitch.
See you at the bash.
I'll see you at the bash. At the bash.
Now, in the other side of things, there was a big fight on the WWF side that I think we might as well talk about here, because why the fuck would we watch that Raw? The problems in the WWF were even more spectacular with the incident that took place approximately 7:20 p.m. We got timestamps.
Oh, shit.
7:20 p.m. in Michael's dressing room, resulting in both Hart and Michaels not appearing on the live show from Hartford, Connecticut that they were originally both supposed to be on. Apparently, the problems escalated before the show on June 9th, as both were meeting in long personal conversations with Vince McMahon, to the point that McMahon was having little time to converse with anyone else regarding details and attention to the ensuing live television show. Hart wound up going into Michael's dressing room, and the two began arguing. There were eyewitnesses to this, which basically said they argued and started fighting, and it was quickly broken up. Most versions have it that Hart was screaming about how Michael's comments affected his personal life, which I'm pretty sure is the Sunny Days shit.
Yeah, you're right.
Saying that he fucked Sonny on TV, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The two went at it, with most versions having it that Hart started it, but Michaels was every bit as guilty and precipitating it. It was believed to have been a one-sided short tussle, which resulted in a few punches thrown and a large clump of Michaels' hair being pulled out of his head to the point it was described that Michaels was given a major bald spot, which he had for fucking ever after this. Michaels' face was all puffed up from punches, and he was bleeding from the elbow, apparently from being thrown to the floor. Hart apparently aggravated his recently repaired knee, but none of the injuries were serious. Agents Jerry Briscoe and Pat Patterson and some other wrestlers quickly broke it up, with Hart on top of Michaels pounding on him, and Briscoes and Hart argued loudly back and forth in another room for a long time before Hart finally left the arena at 8:30 p.m. without appearing on the TV show. Michaels was blown up from the fight, and a little worse for wear, but not injured to the point he couldn't have appeared on the television show. Michaels was scheduled to wrestle Brian Pillman in the main event of the TV show. Doing the run-in after the Hart Foundation were scheduled to jump Austin as he was coming down the aisle for the match. The Austin versus Pillman match that had been hyped up all the week was canceled because Austin injured his right knee. Meltzer says the good one, by landing on it wrong, coming off the top rope during a spot in the previous night's match with Michaels. The knee was swollen so badly to the point they decided to keep him out of the ring on the June 9th show, although he's willing to cut it out during the match, but they didn't want him getting hurt anymore. And didn't want him getting on the list of more fucking guys that are injured at the time. Michaels was going crazy after the predicament and said that he would never work against anyone in the Hart Foundation because he couldn't trust them. He ended up walking out of the building claiming that he wouldn't work or stay in this kind of environment just before the show was scheduled to go on air at 7:57 p.m. Other performers claim as he left the building that he was screaming about how he was quitting, and that if he could make it to Boston, where Nitro was being done live, on time, he'd just go as soon as he could. At that point, the entire television show had to be scrapped, and a new show put together literally minutes before they went on air. Shawn Michaels and his father had a meeting with McMahon at McMahon's request on May 18th to air out their problems. So obviously this was before this. At which time Michaels told McMahon that he wanted out of his contract to go to WCW. And McMahon claimed that Michaels told him if he went to WCW, I could be set for life. McMahon refused to let him out of his contract. Yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I didn't know that. I didn't realize how close he was to going.
Yeah, that's
it makes sense. I mean, you know, it makes sense.
His boys are there, and they got a lot of money over there.
Yeah, he definitely used that though. You know what I mean? Like,
hell yeah,
he definitely just used that to negotiate.
To get more money there. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. A couple more things here from June 23rd, 97 Observer. After a week in which it appeared the future of Shawn Michaels in the WWF was uncertain in the wake of a legitimate backstage fight with Bret Hart, it now appears Michaels will be returning in a few weeks. Michaels, 31, had cussed out Vince McMahon, which is, it's just funny to think that Michaels is 31 here. I'm 31 now, and I'm fucking hanging out with Skeletor and Mr. Fuck You.
Yeah, well, those are two legends, you know. You're set for life. You hang out with those two guys.
That's what I've heard. Michaels, 31, had cussed out Vince McMahon, reportedly saying something to the effect of, I'll never work for your fucking ass again, while leaving the Hartford Civic Center about a half hour before the live Raw was beginning to start on June 9th. Supposedly, Hart and Michaels began a heated discussion largely about how Michaels' now infamous Sunny Days remarks on TV, saying he'd gone over the line. Supposedly, Michaels responded with a cocky, what are you going to do about it? type of remark, which set Hart off and started the fight. Yeah, fucking crazy. Crazy stuff. What are the odds that two fights like this happen legit the same day?
Yeah, I mean,
the
like
top two companies.
Yeah, and it's like the top guys there. They're like, you know,
yeah,
whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's pretty nuts.
That is fucking. You didn't have any interview shit about that one. I imagine everyone has heard about every fucking Shawn Brett thing.
Yeah, I don't think there was more to that.
Yeah.
That's. Wow. I forgot that's the.
Meltzer knows everything because Shawn just fucking told him.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe Brett did.
I don't know.
I know Brett. Yeah, I feel like he talked to Brett.
Maybe
too.
they're filming a documentary about it. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe we should watch that. Yeah, two very crazy nights. One very crazy night. Two very crazy fights. In pro wrestling
Always
history.
Remember that Brett or that Shawn and Hogan could be in the same faction and both politic and it would be the funniest shit of all time.
It would have been.
That would have been truly insane. Hanging out with the fucking blood brother Rodman.
Ain't that right? Over here.
There you go for the WCW Nitro from June 9th, 1997 and all the shenanigans that went along with it. And that is it.